Ollie Dixon, joining me with Grace Berkshire and Don Dixon. Here we are at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship here at Percy Warner Park in Nashville, Tennessee. We're about to start off 2014. Taking you to the boys 11 to 12-year-old 3K as they're lining up and ready to roll out. Gun is up, flag is up, cannon is down, and they're away. Got a fully loaded field here in the boys 3K.
Have 237 runners.
How many full teams?
I believe we have close to 25, if not more than 25 full teams running today. You can see from the loaded field. Now the course kind of narrows down here in a little bit, so you can see your top runners struggling to get in position. Otherwise, they're going to be blocked in somebody else's, what might be somebody else's pace.
All right, top return we'll be looking out for is Thomas Duncan, Wes Grogan, and Tamrat Snyder. The first two, Duncan and Grogan, both teammates for Team Kentucky. Be looking out for them. They should be in the neon green tops. Tamrat Snyder, I recognize that name. There you see him in the screen. He is with the red shorts, yellow top, running for the Lightning Running Club. Remember him running all the way back at the West Virginia CCCNYC and winning back there in the 9-year-old division.
I believe Duncan and Grogan are running for Bluegrass Striders today.
Oh, really? So they've done a team change since last year.
Yeah, got some blue jerseys out there. Bluegrass Striders, I'm not familiar with that program. Obviously, they're from Kentucky.
That's a new program, I believe. I've seen it or heard about them a little bit. I haven't really recognized the uniforms just yet. See the second screen on the side. This is about 200 meters up front, and there you see Snyder on the shoulder of 7. That's Blake Hundley. Blake Hundley from Seashore Strider leading Snyder. We get a flood of runners coming through. Last year, a little bit on the results, we got Brokaw Blazer winning the team title, 52 points. Elgin Sharks, 98. And CF Black Tigers in 124, barely beating out the Accelerators by a point for that team trophy.
Well, Lightning Running Club came in 5th.
The individual winner, Hudson Mazai, from Jinx America, 10:02. He's moved on to the next age group, and the top returner, Thomas Duncan, like I said, the 10:07.
Last year, Wes Grogan was 3rd, Ian Repking 4th, and Tamrat Snyder was 5th. Now we've been announcing Snyder for probably 4 years now.
Yeah, I was just saying before, I remember him back in the West Virginia winning a national championship in the 9-10-year-old division.
Well, now he's in the 11 and 12-year-old. Looks like he has a championship from when he was a little bit older. Let's see if he can, or the older age in the age group. So now he's a 12-year-old running in the 11 and 12-year-old race.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does this year.
Yeah.
Several teams. There's another Bluegrass runner, Hudson Youth, coming across your screen. Purple jersey. I'm not quite familiar with that. Some Brokaw Blazers, more Hudson Youth. SIRC, I believe that's Southern Indiana Running Club. That's a new program. You see them out in force, got some flags out around the course.
Haven't identified which team is clearly up front just yet, but just looking at some of the uniforms that really stick out, I see some Team Kentucky Stampede. They have a little darker orange uniforms. Philadelphia CYO with the red tops, and Derby City Lightning also looking pretty strong. Those three teams.
We're now at the front of the park. You can see the cars once again slowly driving by. Have our lead runner.
Tamrat looking really smooth there, leading that chase pack. Right behind him, that's Thomas Duncan, looking really strong, and right behind Duncan is Blake Hundley. A little bit of a gap there, and it looks like that is Wes Grogan falling off that chase pack or that lead pack. Just look how smooth Tamrat is. That's probably one of the things I really like about him. He just got a really good smooth motion there. Here comes the chase pack. I see looks like Elgin Sharks. There's Team Kentucky, another Elgin Sharks, I believe. Brokaw, Team Kentucky. There's a pack of Philadelphia CYO right there.
Now, some of the kids in the black and gold jerseys, that's the Belvedere Tornadoes. That running program was established way back in 1982, and back then they called them the Belvedere Youth Cross Country Team. In 2005, they changed their name to the Belvedere Tornadoes to commemorate the tornadoes that hit Belvedere, the city of Belvedere, in 1967. Also, I believe tornadoes are pretty fast. A little bit of inspiration. I think one of the runners just ran across your screen there.
So they're trying to run away from the tornado.
That's it. Or they're as fast as a tornado.
It's an interesting name, that's all I know. We've been talking about that a little bit over the last 4 years. I just sat there and thought about it, and I'm like, I don't know, something just didn't make sense there for a second. But yeah.
Well, this is a good feeder program for Belvedere North High School. I believe their boys team has won the state championship for several years in the past. Don't know how they fared this year. But a really good program that's an Illinois 2A school, Belvedere North High School.
Well, I mean, I've noticed, I've read about Belvedere a few times the past year, at least, in basically running, anything running related. Just, I mean, basically from this meet alone is how I know them. So apparently they're doing pretty well at the feeder program. We're at Percy Warner Park here in Brentwood, Tennessee. See Team Kentucky dominating the screen right through here. But right now we got Tamrat Snyder leading the 11 to 12 3K boys. With the team title still undecided.
Have runners from the Lightning Running Club, Bluegrass Striders, Philadelphia CYO, Derby City, Accelerators. Can't forget the Brokaw Blazers, Elgin Sharks, Nashville Youth Athletics. All these teams coming together in this field of 237 winners. Everybody's running for a PR. Some are running for team titles, others for individual titles.
Well, I'm thinking that PRs are a little bit challenging to come across today. I mean, normally the weather, if you got 60 degrees running across country, that's basically perfect. But the last week or so, basically all of the East Coast has been hit with really cold weather in the 20s and 30 degrees. So they're experiencing something 30 degrees warmer, and this course not as fast as last year's Tom Sawyer State Park. And I think I've heard a few of the runners complaining about some of the hills today.
Well, the weather might be challenging. I don't know what the weather was for the Tennessee runners, but I know that some of the Kentucky and Ohio, Indiana runners, they were experiencing record cold temperatures, not for a winter day, but for November. We're still 30 days or so away from the start of winter time, but yet, we're experiencing weather's in the 10 degrees or below. So to go from 10 degrees running to 60 degrees is kind of a switch. Earlier today in the morning it was kind of a little bit nippy. Felt good, great running weather, but now you're right, Clay, it's kind of getting a little bit on the warm side.
All right, to the finish, we got a close one here. That's Snyder with Tomas Duncan. Right behind Duncan, we have Hundley, but Snyder pulling away here. They come down that little dip. Final challenging uphills portion right here. Snyder looking pretty smooth though as Duncan gives another push for him.
Duncan got second last year. We'll see if he can try to get first this year and improve that, so he's always up there.
It looks like they're just flying through here. Duncan, I believe he's got a 5:05 mile PR, but it's looking like Snyder coming in for the win for his national title again. First time for his 3K distance. Or no, for the 11-12 division. Duncan in second. Rogan
in fourth.
Yeah, Rogan in fourth. We have Hunley in third. Noah Fisher running unattached in fifth. Patrick Theveny and Vincent Twomey.
11 minutes.
Rounding out the top 8. Connor Hayes and Jacob Plukon in 10th.
Good thing about this long finish is that all the parents and spectators get to cheer on the athletes. The benefits of having 200 to 300 meters straightaway here for the finish.
Yeah, the thing about this course, unlike the Louisville course last year, is I was standing anywhere and you could see basically the entire race in any direction. So just a couple of hills, but you can see basically everything. Unlike Louisville, where you got trees and it's really spread out. And this is a much more compact cross-country course.
Yeah, it's very open down here on the cross-country course, but as you can see, there's mountains and hills all around. So they found the perfect spot just within here to host a cross-country race.
Yeah, I didn't know if you all saw, but Snyder's time, 10:27 for 3K. That's basically 11 minutes for 3,200 meters. Last year's winning time was 10:02 by Hudson Mazai. So you see it's a good 25 seconds slower than last year's time.
What place did Snyder come in last year, Clay?
He's 5th place.
And what was his time last year compared to this year's time?
10:12.
10-12. Okay, so he was despite the fact that he came in first, he was a little bit slower than last year. So that kind of gives you an idea about the comparison of the weather conditions and the courses between last year's course in Louisville and this year's in Nashville, Tennessee. We know Snyder has improved his conditioning this year. He's a little bit of a stronger runner.
Yeah, I mean, he was looking really strong out there today. His straddle just looked so smooth. He was chilling out there.
All right, Team Kentucky, Elgin Sharks, some Philadelphia CYO all crossing the finish line. Arrow, they have on their jerseys, they are triathlon.
All right, just giving you some team scores here. It's looking like in 5th place with 154 points, Brokaw Blazers. In 4th, Lightning Running Club, 148. In 3rd place, Team Kentucky Stampede, 128. And in 2nd place, Derby City Lightning, 109. And blowing away the field, Philadelphia CYO with a score of 70, winning by 39 points. So Philadelphia CYO for the national title.
Dixon with KRCC Sports, and joining me is Theo Bachman, who just completed his race here at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Theo, tell me a little bit about your race.
I did pretty good. I was 2 seconds away from breaking my PR. It's a pretty tough course.
And what course did you set your PR on?
I set it at Rumble in the Jungle in Kentucky.
Oh, you like that race, Rumble in the Jungle?
Yeah.
That's a great race, isn't it? Now, you're running for Team Kentucky. Do you have a school-based team that you run on?
Yes, but they do it in the fall. So during the winter months, I run for Team Kentucky, Stampede, and I run for South in the fall.
What school you go to?
South Alden Middle School.
And how long have you been running, Theo?
I've been running cross country since 3rd grade.
And what grade are you in now?
6th.
Well, great. This is Theo Bachman at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship after completing his race. This is KRCC Sports.